Welcome back to gaming.
Fucking
Hello.
gaming.
I'm Tyler. Hello. How are you today?
Hello,
Sonic
Tyler.
Adventure Day.
My name is. I'm doing.
I am a human person.
I am a human. I feel human emotions.
Okay.
Just like that one girl that's walking like that. I am a human girl.
I will talk a little bit about the game. This is the second Sonic game we played.
Okay.
The last one was very retro style, but this was actually the first 3D Sonic game, and it's got an epic, cringy story and voice acting.
Holy heck! Why is Sonic black, dude?
It takes a it takes a bunch of cues from.
I'm serious. Oh wait, is that Shadow?
No.
No, that's not Shadow. Why is Sonic black?
He's not black to me.
He
looks
black
normal to me. Like he's literally the color black.
Yes. What color is this guy?
Blue.
No,
He
he's
looks like
green. No. To me,
Alright,
it looks like he's green and has yellow eyes.
No, he's watercolored and has green eyes.
No.
Okay.
Okay, well, it's funnier this way.
Okay.
Oh no! Okay, what were you gonna explain before
Anyway.
I interrupted you?
This game came out on the Dreamcast. Then it came out on the GameCube with new textures and models. It came out on Steam and PS3 and Xbox 360 as that DX version from the GameCube with all the new models and shit. The fans of the game said, "Fuck that shit. We're gonna make a mod that makes it look like the Dreamcast because it looks somehow less like plastic Barbie dolls." Okay. So then they did that, and I'm using that mod right now. It also lets me play the game in widescreen, and I can use the stick to control the camera. So all kinds of nice little convenience.
So making the game better than it was.
Absolutely. By making it an older version of the game, basically. With some quality of life stuff added in. Okay, that was the intro boss. I killed him.
Wow, that was so fucking hard.
So this game is divided into stories for each character. There's 6 playable characters, and then there's a final story.
Okay. I just took a swig of my water bottle, but the cap was on, so now I feel like an idiot.
Well, nobody had to know, but then you put it in the recording, so now everybody knows.
Yes, now everyone knows I'm an idiot.
Anyway, Sonic's story is the longest, but I'm thinking, and I guess
most
you
boring?
can tell me if you're opposed to this. No, it's actually the best.
Oh, okay.
Because he's the most fun to play as.
Well, you can tell me, or I can tell you what. Wait, do you want to do the whole thing, every story?
One video for each story, so there'd be 7 videos. Most of them wouldn't be too long. Sonic's will probably be the longest, I'm guessing, somewhere between 1.5 and 2 hours.
Wait, are you serious? That's how long it is? That's it? I was under the assumption that this was gonna be a long ass game.
That it will not.
I don't know why I say under the assumption when the phrase is under the impression.
Because you're trying to be a contrarian.
Yes. That's me. I'm a contrarian, and I say and do things so that I'll be on the moral high ground.
Good. So
Did you see that? What Charlie said?
No.
Did you see like the whole argument that he and I had?
About who? What argument you and who had?
Charlie and I?
No.
Oh my god, dude, you missed something fucking beautiful.
I mean, I guess I was going to talk more game nonsense and ask you how it was going, but if that's what you want to go into, then I'm not opposed to it.
Okay, well, we can get to that later. I want to hear your game nonsense first before I talk about personal shit.
So, as Sonic, obviously you run around fast and shit.
Yeah.
If you've ever played Sonic 06, it's pretty much wholesale a ripoff of Sonic's story.
Okay.
And that game and this game, it's basically a wholesale ripoff of this game that's in that game, but shittier somehow, even though the game came out 8 years later.
Are we gonna play Sonic 06? Is there like even a point to playing that then?
Oh, fuck no. I mean, yes, because it's not. You don't get the same experience that you get when playing this game. But
the same shitty experience, right?
Okay. Well, let me put it this way. I've played this game a lot since I was a kid, and I still have a certain fondness for it.
Okay.
So I would definitely rate the experience of playing this game much higher than playing that game, which is pure suffering.
Right.
As opposed to this game, which is like has a cheesy ass like dumb story, and the gameplay is a little bit dated, I suppose, but it's still you're still running around fast, all that shit. The level takes
totally.
2 minutes. You can do this. Mash the B button. But I will talk about the individual characters as we get to them.
Okay.
Yeah, not bad.
The only interesting thing about the story of this game is that each character has like, you'll see some of the same scenes from like their perspective, and like the way shit goes will be not like substantially different, but like different enough where it's obvious that they're all like unreliable narrators.
Okay.
Which isn't something that, I mean, it's not like revolutionary or anything, but it's the only interesting thing about the story whatsoever. But
Tails,
it's a fucking Sonic.
Tails is the no. I was just gonna interrupt you by saying that Tails is the color that he is supposed to be for some reason. Like a burnt orange, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Sonic is still the wrong color.
Yes. He is black as fuck. He is more black than most black people.
I will do a possible quick fix real quick here.
No. I like it. This is good.
You like it? You like it?
Yeah,
all right.
it's
I was just
funny.
gonna back out of the screen share and then go back into it.
No. Don't do that. Don't.
So
do
you
that.
also unlock the characters as you play. So like now, if I wanted to, I could quit out of Sonic's story and then go play through all of Tails.
Okay.
And then come back to Sonic or not, So you can do them in any order you want. You don't have to play them.
Right. But that's not how we're gonna do it.
No, I just do every character once. And every character's whole story out once in the order that they are on the selection screen or whatever.
Amazing.
So already first boss already. If it isn't.
Ho 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 ho. Is this?
Yeah. Is this what?
Okay. Is this like Sonic like meeting Dr. Robotnik for the first time?
No. All the previous games have happened.
Well, I don't know what the previous games are. Fuck off.
Well, like all the old, like Sonic 1, 2, 3, CD, all that shit.
Right.
So no.
Right, okay. I don't know timelines, bro.
You don't know the in-depth Sonic timeline.
Yeah, God forbid.
God forbid, indeed.
What have you been up to recently?
Well, playing a lot of Smash Brothers.
Okay.
Online.
Like on Ultimate or Project M?
On Ultimate.
Okay.
Lately.
Who do you main? Who do you main on Ultimate?
Wolf.
You're a piece of shit. I fucking hate you.
And it's the game is infuriating to play online in every way, but
yeah. Yes. Unless you like get super high elo, right? Because that'll be where all the good internet is at.
I mean, it's not necessarily the lag, but that's part of it. Because a lot of times you get matches where the input delay is fucking even higher than it already is, which is 6 frames in the normal game, which is already like insanely high for a fighting game.
Yes.
But
that's why I fucking hated it. It felt extremely slow to me.
Yeah, it feels slower than Smash 4 in certain ways, even though Smash 4 is like in every aspect a slower game because
Okay, well, I've never played Smash
delay.
4.
Well, that's fine. I mean, it doesn't change the point. Like, yeah, it's
Play a
obvious.
real game, bro. Play Melee, bro.
I mean, as I say, or you play any of the older games.
Yeah.
You know, even Brawl, which is like, you know, widely recognized as like the slowest game, still doesn't have an input delay that's as high, so it feels tighter to control your character, even if they don't move as fast.
Yikes, bro.
And that's. But anyway, the whole game is like, everything is so. Like, there's hardly any combos, and the whole, like, everything is, which is the same problem Smash 4 had, but just, it's better in this game, but it's not fixed, and it's so hard to, the input delay is really high, but all the characters are faster, so that it's actually harder to punish people for, you know, or do reads and shit, because everything becomes a lot safer because of how fast everybody is with the input delay. So it makes playing online infuriating because you're fighting an input delay, and every move is super safe, so it's hard to get any combos started. And the combos are shitty when you do get them started, and you have lag from online. And I play for about an hour at a time, and then I'm usually fucking pissed by the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, this guy's a water monster. When you throw Chaos Emeralds at him, he gets bigger.
Really? Okay,
That's
well,
right.
he just threw a flash bomb. That's cool. What else have you been up to? Anything?
Not shit, man. I had the weekend off, so.
Not shit?
Not shit. Just spent some time reading some Worm, playing some Smash, chilling out a little bit.
Okay,
Drinking some moonshine, you know?
Really?
Oh yeah, I bought it, but and I hate it. It's dog shit, but it was too expensive to not drink,
Like
so.
illegal or like?
No, like legal.
Okay,
So, you know, it's
okay.
It's here's the thing: is it's disgusting, but I know it's like baby shit because it's like just the regular. You know, I bought it at a liquor store, so I know it's not even strong.
Yeah.
But it still is awful. So I don't.
Well,
even
if you want like good moonshine, you're probably gonna want to get it from a dude that does it in his fucking backyard, right?
I mean, yes.
That's what I would
Yes, you definitely
imagine.
do.
I've never had moonshine. Thankfully.
You're not missing out.
Holy shit, I'm terrified of tornadoes.
Understandable.
Unironically,
Sonic.
I'm fucking terrified of tornadoes.
Unlike you, Sonic does not feel fear. As you can tell. In fact, he's trampolining through a...
I would say that most of the time that's true for me as well. But fuck, dude, tornadoes.
Tornadoes are the exception. Understandably.
One of the exceptions, yes. Wow, dude, I like that humble shortcut that you did just then.
Thanks.
It's like such a unique flex.
Thank you.
Anyway, what was I?
So what have you been up to?
So been watching. I watched a lot of Joe Rogan today, actually. I used to watch him like all the fucking time, and I love him a lot. And everything he has to say is fucking beautiful. Like, I like his thoughts about genetic memory, and like how like when you're eating something, you're basically consuming its DNA. So like eating elk and salmon are like fucking amazing for you, health wise. And I really like what he has to say about like sensory deprivation. I've been wanting to do that for like years, and so I googled that kind of thing for when I moved to Bozeman, and there's like 2 sensory deprivation places in Bozeman, which surprised me. So I'll finally get to do that sometime in the coming months.
So you're getting into that good shit.
Oh yeah, dude.
Sensory deprivation. Fuck drugs.
Well, yeah, I mean,
you don't need that.
Because I've always been into meditation, but I like never do it.
Yep.
So I like my logic. Wait, let's see if he's still black. Yeah, he's still black. So like my thoughts on sensory deprivation is that it's a way to force myself to meditate, right?
Okay.
So that'll be an interesting experiment. What else have I been up to? My parents weren't home yesterday, so I got to do a lot of guitar pedal stuff and like actually figuring out what my pedals do and figuring out a board, some kind of chain, which has been awesome. I don't know if you know much about guitar pedals, but like there's a guitar pedal called Count to 5, which has been a huge fucking mystery to me since I've had it. And I finally got to like figure it out a bit yesterday. So that was awesome. What else have I been up to?
Tell me about this apparently gnarly storm.
Oh, yeah. So, a storm came by. Like, we were about to do our session, and then out of fucking nowhere, this storm comes by. And, like, the whole... Apparently, this is what my dad said. Like, the whole DFW area was... like in a blackout the whole night
for like 12 hours, right? Or a little over 12 hours.
Yeah, something like that. So rest in peace to recording yesterday, but it's all good.
That's all right.
Yeah,
so we're at casino level, and our goal is to get rings.
I wasn't done, you fucking prick. I still have shit to talk about. I hate you. Don't ever interrupt me again. I control the conversation.
Is that right?
You have no control over what we talk about. It's
Is that right?
Yeah, it's just what interests me is what we're gonna talk about. And
I don't know where the ball is. There it is.
Oh yeah, so unironically though, I do still have some stuff I want to talk about.
Go ahead, that's fine.
Well, I don't know. I can wait if you want to talk about what's happening in the game.
No, we're just in the casino. I have to collect I believe 400 rings.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Deposit them in the vault thingy.
That's cute.
And then I will have completed the level.
Wait, so... Wait. Okay, I'm trying to understand what's going on.
That was extremely bad that I just got hit there.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah,
I bet it's extremely bad that you just fucking passed up all those rings in the bubble. What's weird to me is that when you lose in the pinball game, you get sent to this fucking waste.
Yeah, it drops you like in... It's like the sewer of the casino, but only if you get like under 100 rings, I think.
That's cute. Anyway.
But there's obviously a ton of rings here, so I guess the point is to kind of, since you didn't do very good at the game, still give you an opportunity to collect some ring.
Some rang, bro.
I love rang.
I'm all about that rang.
Every episode of this show, I talk about how much I love rang.
I went to the gym for the first time in a while today.
Did you get buffed up, dog?
Oh yeah, I did. I always do cardio, so I ran for 20 minutes, which fucking killed me since I haven't ran in a while, but it's fine. And I did biceps, so that's cool. What the fuck just happened?
I deposited my rang in the into the rang receptacle. This is just not the exactly most efficient, but there's another pinball machine you can go into, but this is relatively painless.
I see.
To collect some rang.
What else did I do at the gym? I did biceps. Yes.
You said that.
Oh, did I?
I got 3 tailses.
That feel when I don't remember what I talk about.
Even when you said it mere seconds ago.
Yeah. That's how fucking brain dead I am, lads.
This is what I have to. This is what I work with.
Yeah. This is your coworker. In a way.
I got 3 rang.
Bro. And I... What else have I been up to? One Piece. I want to talk about One Piece on this episode, so I can like go into detail about why I haven't been liking it.
Sure, go if you're ready, just go for it.
Well, what else have I been up to before I gotta get out all the shit I've been up to first. Oh, I've been playing League with my brother, and that's it.
League of Legend?
Yeah. So like he plays ADC and I play support, but I play like retarded champs that no one would ever use for support.
No. Yeah.
And like I don't know if you know League of Legends champions. But
I've played a little, but not
there's
a large amount.
There's one champion that I like a lot called Cho'Gath. And yeah.
What's up with Cho'Gath?
Cho'Gath is supposed to be a tank character, but okay, so he has his first ability does it like it's a knock-up. His second ability is a silence. Do you know what silencing does?
Stops them from casting magic?
Yeah, it makes it, if your silence hits, then your opponent can't cast their abilities, their spells.
Okay, that's what silence is in like every JRPG ever, so I just guessed.
Okay,
but now
cool.
I didn't know what it was in League of Legends specifically.
I see. Well, okay. And then his third spell doesn't matter because it's dog shit. But his ultimate does like 1,000 true damage.
So it can't be defended? Is that what that means?
Well, it can be defended if you're like using an invincibility thing, which a few champs have. But yeah, it's true damage is like it can't be blocked by armor or spell defense. I forget what the spell defense is called. But yeah, so like yeah, I really like that champ. I don't know why I was going on about it.
That's all that matters, is that you like it. You're having a good time playing League of Legends with your brother.
League of Legends.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah. I also really like Annie, but that's because she's brain dead. And even someone like me can do really well on her.
Sometimes that's alright.
And what else? So yeah, my brother just plays ADC and I support him, and we fucking, yeah. We do. We've only been playing normals, but that's fine, I guess. Normals are fine. I haven't played in a while, so I wouldn't do well in ranked, I imagine.
You gotta work your way up to the big boys.
Exactly. The farthest I got was like Silver 2 in 4 months, and then I stopped playing. I don't know why I'm ranting about League. Okay, let's talk about One Piece.
Sure. Eggman's gonna steal our cast emeralds. Okay, talk about One Piece.
Okay, I gotta go through it page by page, so I'm finding the link. Okay. I don't think we talked about 946 on the show, did we?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh man.
I don't think we need to split it up into like each like a bunch of chapters. If you want to highlight moments, that's fine.
Fuck you.
I don't remember what happened exactly in each chapter. I just remember the things that happened.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, like the most recent chapter I remember. But
okay.
before
Well,
that, I don't
we've talked
remember.
about 945, so I don't need to do that. I'm gonna talk about 946 and 947. That'll be. Yeah. Okay. So 946, chapter 946. I fucking hate like so the opening part to this is just like Queen getting fucking destroyed, which I hate.
Yeah.
I really don't like this. Queen though he does redeem himself in chapter 947, but it still makes me butthurt to see one of Kaido's right-hand men fucking taken out in like one hit.
Here, I can tell you what would make. I get where you're coming from. I can tell you what would leave me ultimately disappointed, is if Queen does not get a good fight in the arc, but I don't think that'll be the case.
Well, I mean,
that was Queen's moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. I think that ultimately Queen is shaping up to be Sanji's big fight for the arc.
Yes, that's what it sounds like to me as well.
That is my theory.
What am I doing?
Okay. What else? Okay, there's the transponder snail shit that I don't care about, but it's still good.
And they went really in deep. They went really in deep on that, and I was like, all right.
Yeah, I was like, dude, Oda put like so much thought into the transponder snail, and like no one gives a fuck about it.
Like this, I just don't.
Like,
I mean,
I
guess
it's
he's
cool.
setting up. I guess he's
Okay.
setting up how their plan is gonna disable the communications.
Yeah, like
But
that.
it's just like-
that's cool.
it's like
It's cool that Wano has its own communication system. It's cool that they've figured out how to like fuck their communication system up due to it being different than the rest of the world. But like,
It just seems like it's introduced and it doesn't seem like it's important, but it still like gets a lot more screen time than you'd expect.
yeah. Okay, so there's this moment where Luffy is saying out loud that he ate the Oshiroko, but like he doesn't know that he's saying it out loud. He thought that he was thinking it. Most people hate that scene, but I actually love it because that is so like Luffy to do that.
Well, yeah. I agree.
Though I understand why it does rub people the wrong way.
If you look at it from a certain perspective, it does have a bit of an air of like Luffy being dumb for the plot to happen.
It definitely does have that kind of vibe to it, but it's like it's in Luffy's character to do that kind of thing in general, so I will forgive that.
Like, because he would do it he would normally not keep it to himself, except it's Big Mom.
Yeah.
So it's like he wanted to keep it to himself because he knows what will happen if he pisses off Big Mom, but it's just against his nature. So he was not able to because he normally doesn't like keep his thoughts to himself.
Yeah.
He only just says what he's thinking.
Okay. Next moment that I have that I want to point out is that Big Mom says that because the townspeople treated her nicely, she wanted to bring back the Oshiroko to share with them. And then she gets pissed because she's not able to do that anymore. I have an issue with that because that is not in Big Mom's character at all.
Wait, this before this is before she gets her memory back?
Yes, this is before she gets her memory back.
I'm trying to remember exactly the kind of traits she had as a child, because it seems like that's kind of the point of the memory loss thing, is for her to behave like she did when she was a kid, in her flashback, you know. But I'm trying to remember if she ever shared.
But yeah, like the thing
she was
about
nice, but she didn't share.
The thing about Big Mom as a kid was. Yeah, the thing about Big Mom as a kid was that she thought she was being nice to people. But like she wasn't really.
Yes, I know that.
Yeah, so like this is
But does she
I see what Oda is
sharing ever comes up is what I'm trying to recall.
I don't think it does. This just seems like it's not in Big Mom's character to do this whatsoever.
Oh no. Knuckles just got fucked.
Okay, this next moment is what has me really butthurt. Okay. So I'm on page 14 of chapter 946. So you see Luffy grab what's his name? Luffy refers to him as Gramps. He's the guy teaching him hockey. Yeah.
Yeah, the old guy.
So, the flower guy, whatever his name is. Yeah. Okay, so he's trying to take off the old dude's collar, right?
Yes.
And so he crushes it. Okay, so the exact second that I saw this panel, I fucking knew that Oda was going to include a panel of them flashing back to Sabaody and Rayleigh doing the same thing. The fucking second I saw this panel, I knew that shit was going to happen. And it's just retconning, dude. It's fucking retconning that shit. Anyway, okay.
I have this to say. It is retconning. And I dislike retconning in general, but I think that this is probably about the smoothest way that he could have retconned it. You know what I mean?
Okay, so I'll agree with that. Like if he
best case scenario, you know, he would have. It would have either been explained at that time or
no. Best case scenario, he would have just come up with some godlike shit like he normally does.
Yeah.
But instead, he like, I don't know, dude.
Here's how he uses Rayleigh a lot. In order to show Luffy doing something that he hasn't done after the time skip yet, but also that to show that like he learned it from Rayleigh. So Rayleigh has been kind of like a flashback plot device kind of character ever since the time skip.
Yeah.
Just like whenever Luffy busts out like a technique that we haven't seen him do since the time skip, it's like, oh, Rayleigh taught me this. I just haven't needed it yet.
I mean, I feel like
which for the most part has been fine.
I think it works really well for his Gear 4th stuff, but I don't think it works well at all for his hockey stuff.
And this feels like an extension of that in a sense.
Yeah.
But this is obviously a lot more blatant because it's just completely like recontextualizing what the character was doing in that scene.
Yeah.
And it's after the fact too, you know what I mean?
Yes.
It'd be one thing if it was like...
That's why it's a recontextualization.
It'd be one thing if Luffy had been like... we had seen Luffy thinking about like, man, I wonder, you know, that thing Rayleigh did all that time ago, I wonder if that's something that I could do, but I don't know how to do it. You know? And then he did it, and he's like, holy fuck, I actually did it, but I don't really know how. That'd be a lot different than how it is, where he does it, and then it explains it with the flashback or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you have to have the retcon, I wish it would have been set up at least a little bit more.
Yeah. If you have to do...
But everything is like everything is so frenetic in this arc with all these characters and stuff.
It's like I said,
it's giving me a bit of a vibe of Dressrosa, where a lot of the time you don't get to get in the characters' heads as much.
I don't know.
As you would like.
I think
a lot
it's
of the time.
Like I said earlier, where like Wano just feels like 50% hype and 50% retconning.
Hey, we can't let him get away.
Anyway, so moving past that, you see him throw off the collar to the flower dude, but also you see that Luffy's collar is off as well for some reason. Even though
grab his own?
Yeah, like we didn't see Luffy grab his own collar and do the same thing and throw it off. You just see that it's fucking off.
Okay.
So
yeah, that's not great.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck Oda was thinking with that. Maybe there's gonna be like some godlike flashback to something that happened in that moment that we purposefully didn't get to see at the time.
Yeah.
But that just feels like a major fuck up to me.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from. I can't say I disagree.
Yeah. So, the last two panels are Luffy and, I remember his name, Hyogoro, the flower, right? That's what it is, I think. Luffy and Hyogoro standing in front of Big Mom, and Hyogoro is like, I'll train you as you're fighting Big Mom. So I do like that. Yes. Okay, so
we're in a plane.
Holy shit, I'm not even watching the video game. Okay, Chapter 947. Let XD start. Yeah, like I said earlier, the first 2 pages or 1.5 pages are the flashback to Saboti, and fuck that. There's a moment where Hyoguro is thinking that the hockey that he used to remove the collar is like godlike hockey that he just doesn't know how to like use all the time, basically.
Yeah.
He like uses it subconsciously or something. I don't fucking know. I'm kind of skimming this shit. What's next? Oh yeah, so here is his explanation of the powered up hockey. He says,
yes.
In order to don invisible armor, it is a powerful ability that can be used defensively just as well as it can be used offensively. But there is another step further than that. It allows the user to transfer the gathered hockey into the enemy's body and destroy them from the inside out. That's cool enough, I guess, but I feel like he's borrowing heavily from other manga.
Yeah, well, as soon as I read this, I'm like, that sounds a lot like emitting Nen. Into the other guy.
That actually... yeah, now that...
That's exactly what that sounds like to me.
That, wow, you're right. Incredible.
Because usually hockey is not treated as like a... It's not treated like an aura necessarily, you know what I mean?
I don't know.
In the same way that, to an extent it is.
Armament
and,
hockey
Luffy,
is
characters
somewhat...
can run out. But it's never treated as like as an aura to the same level of detail for the most part.
What's the hockey where you sense the other person?
Observation or color of
yeah,
observation.
isn't observation literally detecting people and their actions through the aura?
Yes.
Yeah. So.
But I mean, it's usually not treated as an aura that you can directly manipulate the entire aura around your body. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You can do armament, and then you can see other people's. And I guess you could say Conquerors is like turning people's off or weakening it or whatever.
Yep.
It's not like it. I'm not bothered by it. It's just something I noticed that it feels different. A little bit differently explained now than it has been previously, that's all.
Yeah, it just feels like he stole ideas from other places.
Sonic, wait up!
Okay. Queen's plan.
Amy.
So, yeah, the Queen, dive bombs onto Big Mom's head. And then she gets her memory back. And then,
I was not expecting that this soon.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting it to happen right at that moment. So
now, in retrospect, it feels really like the whole point of the amnesia was just to get Big Mom, captured by Kaido's people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I definitely thought there was going to be a lot more, prolonged her having amnesia and maybe, in a roundabout way, characterizing her younger self, you know? Because I think that's kind of what he wants to do with Big Mom is
that would have been a real...
she has all of her bad traits, but obviously part of the point of the flashback was when she was a kid, she was mostly she mostly had innocent intentions, you know? She was just like a monster.
Innocent intentions,
And
at
then-
least. Yeah, if
Yeah,
nothing
well,
else.
and then as she grows up, it's like she preaches a noble motive and worldview, but really it's the exact opposite.
Yeah.
So I think it always seemed to me kind of part of the point of the whole amnesia thing was to, after we've shown her like at her worst, in a way,
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to accelerate and I can't make the character.
Well, I can't
There we
see
go.
what you're doing because I'm looking at.
I'm driving
Okay.
a space race car through a void inside of an amusement park.
I see. Okay.
Anyway.
Well, okay. Anyway, about what you're saying, I think that what.
But that's not where I went. And basically,
Yeah.
sorry not to interrupt
Okay,
you
okay.
interrupting me, but all I was the main point of that thought is that that's not how I expected it to go at all, pretty much.
Yeah, I
I thought the point of it was different, but now in retrospect, it really feels like it was just a device to get Big Mom in Kaido's clutches, so that at some point near the climax of the arc, she's gonna get out and
yeah.
it'll raise hell, which I thought was gonna happen anyway. Like I figured she'd get back to normal by the end of the arc, so she could like fight normally.
Yeah.
But I didn't think it would be so. I mean, maybe something else is gonna happen that we can't predict or we haven't predicted, but I guess we'll see. But
Yeah.
not where I expected the plotline to be going as of
Yeah.
right now.
I really would have liked it if he had done what you were talking about, where it was like, where it would be a way to characterize her in a way. But,
Yes.
yeah.
At least her at her most childish.
Yeah. I hadn't even thought of it like that. And now I'm really wishing that that's what would have happened. Anyway. So the next
Who
moment.
knows? Maybe she'll wake up. Maybe she'll wake up with amnesia again. I guess, but
Yeah.
who knows? I doubt it. Doesn't
Yeah.
seem like that's what's gonna happen.
I doubt that. So the next moment is Oda inserting his unbelievably shitty humor into the manga. Where like she regains her memory. She like does this menacing glare, like making everyone shit themselves, and then she
Yeah.
just falls asleep.
Yeah.
Fuck off, dude. Jesus Christ. That's just so bad. That's just bad writing.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't funny, so.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it wasn't funny. And it's like, if she hadn't fallen asleep right there, like, I guess he had to have an excuse for her not to have her wreck their shit, right?
I just don't know. Let me put what I said before even more succinctly. I thought I had an idea of how he was using the character in this arc, and now I guess I just don't, because it like was I supposed to feel sort of sympathetic and at the same time scared of her, which is what I thought what it was doing, and it seems more interesting. But now she woke up and it's like, oh shit, this is intimidating. She's super powerful. She's one-shotting, Yonko commanders. So that's fucking scary. She's obviously a powerful character. But then she just like gets noped out like immediately in like the silliest way possible. So it's like, well, am I supposed to think she's a joke? I mean, I obviously don't think she's a joke because she's like one-shotting some of the strongest characters we've seen in the story that aren't her. But at the same time, I just don't know what his intent with the character is, I guess, as of right now. It seems really wishy-washy in a couple different ways.
Yep. And last thing I wanted to mention was that, okay, so I forgot to mention that, like, while Big Mom is running around Udon and, like, she's doing her circle, we stop seeing Luffy, which I noticed and thought was pretty odd. I was like, okay, well, it's not really in Luffy's character to run away from Big Mom, right? But okay.
No.
But we see him in the last panel saying that he's going to take over Udon, which I guess is really cool. I like that Luffy is making a stand immediately after he's set free. That's pretty cool.
That's kind of where I assumed the prison plotline was going anyway. He was just gonna, use it to get stronger and stomp, and then cause a rebellion or take over to some extent, and that's how he was gonna get out. I never thought that they were actually going to rescue him, because it just seems very un-Luffy to have to get rescued.
Exactly, yeah.
Like they'll show up to rescue him, and he'll like be at the door like, "Hey, I just escaped."
Yeah. That actually sounds very... You actually sound like you could have written that idea. Like you were fucking Oda himself.
Well, maybe we'll see.
More Oda than Oda is being right now. So yeah, that's all I have to say about One Piece right now. Did you want to say anything? Do you like get where I'm coming from with all the retcon shit?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I mean, I agree with a lot of it. I'm just when I read weekly, I just do not get in. I get it way less into almost every aspect of it as I go. So
I don't know what you mean.
Like, I just like the stuff I don't like. I have trouble being really upset about until like that arc at least is done.
Yeah.
Or I see where it's going. Just because. I don't even want to say that Oda's like set me up for disappointment and then, delivered, because he usually doesn't even do the first part. But at the same time, I've always liked taking the complete arcs as they are. But I definitely agree with pretty much everything that you brought up, and if I didn't, I said what I thought. So
yeah,
no, I definitely get where you're coming from.
All right, epic. I have big dick, and Oda.
Big Dick Nick.
I have big dick, and Oda licks it.
Amy? Oh man.
He licks it in Japanese.
Oda licks dick, in parentheses, in Japanese.
That's right.
Okay, that's all I have to talk about. So goodbye. LOL.
So I think we just finished level 5 of Sonic Story, so we're roughly halfway through.
Oh really?
That's right.
Okay. Well,
Amy is Sonic's not girlfriend from Sonic CD.
What is their...
by
Okay. What is the relationship between the two of them?
Like, Sonic saved Amy and Sonic CD from Eggman and Metal Sonic, and now she's in love with him and follows him around, and he's not in, he's just like, whatever, basically.
He's just like, ugh, just another damsel in distress.
Yeah. What a stupid bitch. I'm fast.
I'm fast. I'm so fucking fast, bro.
I run like lightning. Yeah. Woo. I'm way past cool.
Like, I run at the speed of sound, bro. Did it just blast off into space? Or just the sky?
Just the sky.
Oh, okay. They chose the boring option. But Sonic, how are we gonna get into space? They could have opened up that whole dialogue path. I should write a Sonic game.
Yes.
Hit me up, Sega.
You can't do it worse than Sonic Team does. So.
You can now do the light speed attack.
Well, I don't know. The whole What's that?
Literally, they've become so up their own ass with like weird, like narrative continuity and shit that it's just like, what the fuck is going on?
I don't know. What's the
only people like me who like obsessively played the games as children have any idea what the fuck's going on.
Really?
Well, I mean, in this game, it's like relatively self-contained or whatever.
Like,
but then you have Sonic Adventure 2, where Sonic Adventure 2 they introduce Shadow and like the plot line about Eggman's grandpa who got murdered, and like Shadow was friends with the human chick that got murdered, and then they're trying to create sympathy through human murder of his character, and then like in Sonic Heroes and Shadow the Hedgehog, they're like, well, is Shadow I almost said a human, but is he a human, or is he is he a regular old Joe, or is he a robot?
Wait, what?
Or is he a clone? And it's like, I just want to fucking run around in a game and fight robots. That's all I wanted to do.
Who's to say that clones, robots, etc. can't feel human emotions?
Well, it doesn't matter because it's a Sonic game, so obviously he's not going to be a robot or a fucking clone. In the main ending of Shadow the Hedgehog, it turns out he's just a regular old fella. He was created in a lab with alien DNA, but besides that, he's a regular old fella.
Is that why he's so strong?
He's just an edgelord.
Or is he strong?
Yes, he's the ultimate life form. Okay.
Okay.
You know his character design, right? He's got those little rings on his ankles and his wrists.
No, I didn't even pay attention to that shit. I was just he's a black Sonic, just like how he looks right now.
He is a black Sonic.
Okay.
But his spines go a different way or whatever, and he's got these little rings on, and literally reason for the rings, bro, they're power limiters, okay? He's so strong that he has to wear his power limiters all the time.
Wow, that's cute.
Because he's just too fucking strong.
Can I play Sonic or Shadow the Hedgehog?
I don't care.
We gotta explore every game I've ever played for the nostalgia volumes.
The nostalgia volumes?
Yes, the nostalgia volumes.
Is that what we're gonna call the series of games that you played as a kid?
I guess.
Nostalgia volumes?
I don't know. It's just the first thing that came to my mind. Like, Custom Robo was nostalgia volume number 1.
Yeah.
Except, well, like, the whole point of it is to see if I can feel nostalgia, right?
The answer's no.
Well, so, Custom Robo, fucking, yes, the answer is no. I did not feel...
tell me your general opinion about that game after replaying it.
I really liked what I thought I was going to like. Like the whole plot, like, I might have said this during the playthrough, but I really like the whole sci-fi recontextualizing the world, all of that. And I really like Rahu. I just feel like it took way too long to get to the interesting stuff.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. My impression, obviously, I didn't play it, so I don't want to speak on the gameplay.
The gameplay...
I liked the
gameplay is good enough, I guess. Like, it's a really interesting system that they had going on, in my opinion. There's like a whole fucking MLG scene for it.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it goes... I mean, there's a whole nother grand battle mode, which is seemingly just harder difficulty fights. So
yeah.
Obviously, there's some degree of a higher skill ceiling or whatever than the normal game asks of you. But my impression of the plot was that, I mean, the beginning's obviously like pretty silly. and it like kind of eases you into stuff as the game goes on.
Yeah, it's like,
But I really like. I remember when they were first explaining the Rahu stuff, and I'm like, yeah, that's really cool. How like, why do we live in a weird sci-fi dome? Because of the Rahu stuff. But then by the end, it never took that idea like anywhere.
Yeah,
well, here's the
like,
impression that I get.
And then like
is that the game is designed kind of more for like older kids or like young teenagers, so it's kind of written for that audience.
Yeah.
So even though there are some interesting ideas in there and the characters are likable, there's nothing really overly interesting about any of it beyond like some of the basic premise, you know?
Yeah. Also,
like none of the characters have like really compelling arcs or anything like that, but at the same time it's like it's obviously written for the audience it's written for, so
there's like there's no real character development either. And like the humans overall don't get any what's it called? Character development either, because they fucking decide to live in the dome after they fucking realize the shit that happened.
Well,
so it's like you prove your father wrong because he wanted like humanity to be free and everything, right? But you're like, nah, fuck that. We're just gonna live these sheltered lives in this fucking dome.
Yeah. Like I said, it's got interesting ideas, but just the execution seems like it's a little simplistic.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I mean, obviously, like to me, like if like let's say I have the setup of Custom Robo and I have to like write the plot of it or whatever. I mean, obviously, like I have ideas of what I think the most interesting thing to do with the characters would be, and like none of that happens, obviously. So like Harry would obviously become like the best bro, like badass guy, but he's also always just kind of like
a pussy,
a goofball, you know,
a goofball and a pussy.
I guess he's like useful enough in gameplay, but like definitely seemed to me like he was like on track to be like.
No, he always
the main character in Harry would be really close, like form a close relationship and be like best bros, you know.
Yeah. But that's not what happens.
Kind of get some discipline, become a badass, but no, not really.
I just feel like he's a controlling person in general. Like he whenever you like pick the joking routes, like the joke options or the not serious options, he always takes the shit super seriously. Which is really irritating. And I guess,
to me that just comes off as like the game attempting to be humorous. Because he's like, he's obviously like the comic relief character, so when it gives you joke options, it turns him into the straight man. Because it just always wants him to be the funny character, even when that may not necessarily like make the most sense or whatever. But
I don't know. Yeah,
that's the impression that I got.
I don't know. Canonically, it would.
We're thinking about it more than they did. So.
Yeah, canonically, it would make sense because like his sister controls him, so maybe he feels like he has to control other people. That's what I would like to think that they were thinking, you know. but it's like you said, we put more thought into it than they did.
Almost certainly.
Yeah. Pay Tyler and I to write your game for you. We'll do it. All you aspiring game devs out there, will actually make you an interesting game. Also, I noticed that you got 69%, so congratulations.
Thanks. What a good number.
I know, dude. Maybe my favorite
D
number.
minus.
You mean a C minus? Or what?
That's definitely not a C minus.
Okay, it would definitely be a D plus then, not a D minus.
What world do you live in, cuz?
Bro, a D would be like
we're
a D would be a 60, right? Or a D would be 65.
Not where I went to school.
Where did?
And if you got 60, at least in high school, I mean.
Okay, fuck off. A 60 would be an F.
A 65 was an F through my whole schooling career until I get to like college. In college, it was more general, like 100 to 90 was an A.
Yeah.
And then B, C, D, and then 60 or lower was an F. But
yes, that's my experience as well. So what the fuck?
Whoa.
What?
Just Sonic's no fucks given face.
I didn't see it.
The sky dick.
Bro.
It's a dick in the sky. A sky dick.
Wow.
Robotnik is my favorite
Take me
character
through
in this
that
game.
logic that you
Robotnik is my favorite character in this game because it sounds like the voice actors had a lot of fun doing
yeah?
the character.
I see. Voice actors.
But she gets some more dialogue.
You know what would be cool?
What?
Is if so there's like this tandem. There's a tandem option for the sensory deprivation tank. Going back to what I was talking about earlier with the sensory
1 hour ago.
deprivation. Yeah. Fuck you. So there's a tandem option for them.
Yeah.
How many people do you think have had sex in a sensory deprivation tank?
Not enough.
Not enough, bro.
Does masturbating count as sex?
No, idiot.
Then 3.
Then 3.
People.
3 people?
At once.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm pretty
But
sure
if you count oh shit.
you suck.
If you count masturbation, it's about
A lot?
3,000.
Oh, okay. Multiply it by 1,000. Okay.
No, just add 2,997.
Okay.
All right.
This is the quality content that people subscribe for.
People subscribe?
No. No, they don't. Shout out to our 3 subscribers that we currently have. I'm pretty sure one of them is myself.
And one is me and one is Sam.
Is it really? Is that how it...
No, I'm not subscribed.
Oh, okay.
I'm not subscribed to us, so
Maybe it's Charlie that subscribed to us.
there's somebody out there.
Did I ever go off about Charlie?
No, if you'd like, go ahead.
Oh. Well, I don't really want to. Just kidding, I do, but I don't know what to say. I don't know. I don't like the people.
Well, tell me what the argument was
Okay,
about. More than anything.
it was just Charlie misinterpreting what I say, like it usually is.
Okay.
So like we were having a political discussion, and then I said something along the lines of, now I know why I leave this server. It's because I never get anything done. And then he like goes fucking ape shit and like gets the whole fucking server on this group think where like
When was
I
this?
am
'Cause
the
I
enemy.
somehow completely missed it.
Yeah, it was like 2 days ago when you were busy doing shit.
Yeah, that's funny. I didn't see anything
Yeah,
about it.
and then I don't know.
So I guess let me ask you what you said, or should I just go read it myself
Oh,
later?
you should just go read it yourself. But yeah, I'm not coming back to Swans again. What was I gonna say? I don't know. It's just like I can't make a simple statement or a simple observation without someone getting aggressive or defensive or like blaming the discourse on their fucking mood or their headache. Looking at Charlie specifically with the fucking headache shit.
That's definitely a phenomenon I've seen just in general.
What?
In terms of, well, people being
The group thing?
aggressive, and then also like just blaming the way they behave on like innocuous things, like it excuses it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if you like go out in public and act like an asshole, and you're like, oh well, I have a headache. Well, then why didn't you stay at home? You know what I mean?
Yeah, asshole. Okay. Oh, I was gonna go.
But I don't know. I guess I don't know the context of this discussion, so I can't comment on the specifics.
Well,
but
I was gonna go through it with you, but I just.
you can tell me what you said if you want, but I mean, besides that.
Well,
I
I
don't
would
care
tell
about
you.
the details.
I
can
would
read
tell
it.
you what I said, but
But let's check out the bridge.
I'm not in the server anymore. Well, I would have. So like, I don't know. The thing that was so weird about the conversation was that Charlie was making me out to be the bad guy the whole time, and so like of course I was edgy as fuck for the first 2 days I was in the server. So now I'm known as the edgy guy that lacks empathy and is extremely opinionated, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. And then
What was like a word that was in your statement so I can look it up?
What is your wish, Master Robotnik?
I don't know. You can probably just type type edginess, like where I put edginess in quotations, and then you'll be able to find the start of the conversation.
Get rid of these pests! Show them
Okay.
and don't disappoint me!
Oh yeah, but that's not what made me leave. What made me leave was that
So the argument was before that, or after that?
no, that's where the argument started, I guess. Did you just fucking
No, I did not,
die?
because I was. Yeah, because I'm scrolling through
Oh,
Discord.
okay. Well, okay.
Apologies.
So
Apologies. I have it pulled up, so when I need to find it, I
okay,
can find
okay.
it.
So
I thought the cutscene was longer.
what made me leave the server was that Nat just decided to what's it called? He decided to exile me where I couldn't say anything. Is that what it is?
Side, Amy. Out of
The exiling?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're
So
right.
yeah, so he exiled me because apparently the server turns into a mess when I join,
whatever you say.
which is probably true.
Reasons.
But yeah, so fuck that. I just left. I'm not going to deal with you censoring me.
Hey, the ship is losing out.
Just rather leave. What is Sonic wearing? What's that green loop?
And put him out of commission.
Are you okay?
Yeah, sorry. I'm scrolling through some of the comments.
Okay.
The comments and the discussion here, but I was kind of blitzing through them kind of quickly.
LOL.
But I think I get the gist of how it started anyway.
Yup.
There must be a switch somewhere on the bridge. I've got to find it now.
What is going on?
So everyone's trying to escape the ship now.
Because you
Because
blew
we
it
came
up.
here. Yeah, well, we came. The whole point was to come here and save Amy from the robot. So now she's saved from the robot,
Okay.
and
Epic.
the other robot turned out to be not so bad after all. So now we're just trying to escape.
Resuming monorail operation.
Wow, that's so cool. Where's Amy? Why isn't she with you? Did you leave her? Are
Tails.
you going to let
Tails.
her die?
Tails took her away.
Holy heck. Is this the last boss?
No.
Fuck you.
It is Chaos 6 though, and there's 7 Chaos Emeralds, so it's the next to strongest Chaos.
Wait, is this the guy from the beginning?
The same beast?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yes. Attack Sonic now.
I told you. When he eat Chaos Emeralds, he get bigger.
That's
If
cute.
he's your friend, I'll help you.
Oh,
big.
So now he is green and has green eyes.
Chaos Emeralds. There's only one more left.
I think. Yeah, it's green eyes.
Chaos's missing tail.
You won't
I also
unless you
love how shitty the Chaos Emeralds look.
You're no match for Chaos, even though
Yeah.
it's not perfected yet.
They have the minimum amount of polygons.
Destroy them all immediately.
They're just pentagons, bro.
And they're like see-through. Yeah.
What's up with those?
So this boss actually is, you have to do a little bit more to
Oh. Wow, you actually have to do
Eggman.
more than just to wail at it.
I can't believe this.
yeah, so you have to wait for Eggman to drop the freezy things, and then you throw the freezy things at it, and then wail on it. Oops. Maybe it'll eat it. Nope.
Ha ha ha.
Haha.
Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha.
He can't believe this.
He simply cannot believe it.
Me neither, dude. Me neither. But still, I must say the boss isn't particularly challenging, as you can see.
Well, I actually can't see. I'm blind.
Hey, I'll play with
Turned it into ice and shattered it.
Holy shit. Did you just murder that beast?
Yes. That's all I can say is yes.
You hunted that beast from the wilderness. It escaped.
Can't believe this.
It escaped its natural habitat, and you fucking murdered it in cold blood. Where did Knuckles
My dude,
come
Knuckles
from
is my
out of
dude.
nowhere?
Glad you finally made it. I thought you got lost or something.
He's been on the ship for a while, but
That-
we'll see it when we play as him.
Holy dick.
Come back here.
Wow, I like that run animation.
Oh yeah, this game has many animation.
Wait, where are we now? You just land flat on your fucking face.
Where's this?
Oh, whoa, where's
We're
this?
in the jung.
Dejung. Hey, babe,
I'm
wanna...
not talking Carl.
Hey, babe, wanna go to Dejung? We can fuck at Dejung.
Trying to get junged up.
Bro, you
Jung up and jung out.
trying to jung, bro?
I think it's trying to show me something.
Wow, the
Oh yeah.
angel is leading you into the temple of sacrifices.
All blue rodents must commit Sudoku inside of here. Well, okay.
All right, whatever you say.
This is probably my favorite level.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I like the temple aesthetic and I like the song.
Oh my Jimmy Jeans. I can hardly hear the song. So is this the second to last level? Oh
That's
my
right.
god, we are almost done with the game.
The song, yes.
Oh my. Tyler,
Except for the other characters.
the other characters don't matter. Sonic is
The game has Sonic in the title.
Yeah,
That's the only
yeah.
character that matters.
Yeah.
Let's just be real.
Honestly, if you're not Sonic, who gives a fuck about you?
Same. Just for snake riding. As I've been known to do.
Yeah, my
fuck up.
favorite thing to do is a snake ride.
I fucked up.
You're bad.
No,
You're double bad.
I'm mega bad.
This switch to raise the water level.
Unbelievable bad. You like what
Yes,
what I did there?
incredibad.
Incredibad. Oh. Are you okay? What's up with the squeaky sound?
Yes. That, like if you turn around on a dime, then it does that.
Wow, that's cute.
No, it's not. Shut up.
You don't think I'm cute?
No.
Good, I don't either.
I bet this would be Sam's favorite level in this game.
Yeah,
No.
you're an idiot.
No.
No. Wait, you're not dead? Oh,
That's
okay.
disappointing. I died. I just have a bunch of lives, so.
Holy
It's a non-issue.
heckin'. Holy hellacious hillbilly.
Please don't. Ever.
Don't ever what?
Anyway, this would be Sam's favorite level because look at it.
It has a shooty-cootly.
Look at all of these Quetzalcoatl's.
Quetzalcoatl.
Look at all these. Look at all this maze.
You did.
Look at all these sexually transmitted diseases from the conquistadors.
Wow, how appropriate.
Shit. I might miss this snake tail.
What's your
Yes.
favorite well, there was something I was gonna ask you about this game that I forget, so fuck off. What's your favorite
Okay.
like time period in history?
That's tough. I will say
I know, dude, it's gamey.
probably. I gotta say I'm into the Greeks,
Pussy.
Mirror to help guide you.
but the Roman Empire was pretty wild too. Just the whole world at that period in time, not just necessarily those.
Yeah, the time period, not the country.
Yes.
Okay. You know,
I just like,
you know what would be really funny is if someone made a medieval times dating simulator.
You mean like Meat and Fuck Kingdom?
What? What?
Did you ever get on Newgrounds as a young lad?
No. Or yeah,
Okay, well,
I
there's
did, but
You never heard of Meat and Fuck?
no.
Okay. So it's a series of games where obviously the goal is obvious, but
Yeah.
it's ostensibly a dating sim.
Okay.
But what happens is you go up to a character like a giant titty elf, and you're talking to them, and they're like, my mom died, and then the options are, oh no, I'm so sorry. I hope I can help. And wow, what a dumb bitch. Or okay, but suck my cock. And then it gives you unlimited tries to select the correct answer out of the 3. And then when you win, your character fucks the big titty elf. And that's the whole game, but there's like 8 characters.
So it's like
there's like meet and fuck at the drive-in, meet and fuck at the space station.
It's
cadets.
just porn games. It's just a porn game.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why you would expect me to know about something like that.
It's just that's a suit. You said medieval dating sim, and I'm like, oh, meet and fuck kingdom, obviously.
Oh, this thing.
Where you fuck every woman in the kingdom, then you like become the
all
king.
woman fuck.
Definitely not a power fantasy.
Yeah, that's it's actually my fetish, bro. Bro.
What, being the king?
Yes. So yeah, that's why medieval times are my favorite times.
Wait, you didn't explain. You didn't explain anything.
I know. That was the joke.
You didn't explain a single.
That was.
You didn't explain a single fucking.
That was
thing.
the joke, bro. I'm glad you got the joke. That's
Jokes confuse me.
Not bad.
Was that the earnest voice?
I guess maybe inadvertently.
Anyway,
Look at this room.
I like World War II. I was like huge on World War II in when I was in middle school.
I must say, I think the World War I era is more interesting.
Well, I don't know jack
World War
shit
II
about World War One.
Well,
This is
between
definitely
World
up
War II
Sam's alley.
World War II is very obviously there's some different perspectives on the situation.
All Jewish die.
That occurred.
This is really weird.
But yeah, like I think for most people, I think all Jewish die is a pretty fair thing to take a stance against.
I
So,
disagree.
In terms of like the politics of what caused the war and shit, you know, it's like maybe Hitler, you know, he got them all with the we really got fucked over after World War I, guys. But then when he got to all Jewish die, it was just the position was untenable to the average person. Therefore, there's not much like interesting, like, let's call them moral quandaries related to like why each country is fighting the war, because obviously the guy who is killing all Jewish is not the, in quotes, good guy, you know. Whereas, you know, a World War I was also a gigantic like conflict with all these proxy countries fighting for other powers.
Let me tell you
leading
something.
to a boiling point over years and years.
Let me tell you something.
And
There,
but on a each country's like positions and reasons why they got involved are generally just more interesting to me from a historical perspective than like the shit that happened in World War II, because I mean obviously, you know, when the German allied Japan attacks, you know, Hawaii, of course you're gonna engage, because there's no moral reason not to. If that's the reason why you're trying to get people to want to fight.
there is no good guy.
So as soon
There
as
is no bad guy. There is just a guy.
That's true.
You know, I'm gonna offer my 100% actual real opinion. Okay, and I and I want your
I already know that.
I want your opinion on it.
I know this isn't your real opinion already. Okay. I already know this is false.
Hiroshima and Nagasaki was dropping the bombs on them was a good thing, and we should do it again. All Japanese die. Yeah. What do you think of my hot take, bro?
It's not a take, it's fact. But seriously, that's an interesting question to me, because I that's something that like
wait, are you serious?
People would get into arguments
but
about
it's
whether or
fucking
not, like,
ridiculous. Like obvious
dropping the nukes was necessary.
Okay. Yeah, I'm aware that people do get into debates about that kind of thing, but in my humble opinion, it was completely unnecessary.
That's my opinion as well.
Yeah.
I think we were flexing nuts.
That's literally what it was. We were just flexing our fucking dick.
But I think at some point it was gonna happen.
I don't.
Like, I feel like I mean, not necessarily in World War II, but at some, like, I think the reason that there hasn't been any like nukes used in a
I
war
like
setting is
the
because it's
humble
happened.
flex on the speedrun strat right there. Anyway,
it's happened before, so there's like a precedent of like, yeah, that's a completely like let's not do that anymore. And I mean, I'm not going to. I don't have like a strong like foundation for who I think would have done it, but I still think that at some point a nuclear bomb would have been dropped on somebody at least once.
maybe. I don't know.
So I'm not saying I'm not like, well, I'm glad it was us, but
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's like I feel like it was gonna happen eventually.
I guess.
But yeah, no, it's completely unnecessary. That's what me and my friends would argue with certain people about, and it's like, no, we had to do it. Like, what?
Like, are you sure, bro? We had to?
Germany surrendered, lad.
Yeah, I mean, Japan
It was only a matter of
Japan
time.
was completely fucked, and but we had to do it, bro. It was necessary,
we
bro.
had to flex nuts, yeah.
So what this?
And if so, like, let's say a nuclear bomb had never been dropped, for instance.
Yeah.
Let's say something like that happened in a war, like, for whatever reason there was a world war today, and that's how it ended, is another country dropping a nuke on another country.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, I mean, there would be riots in the streets
You're right.
of that country, I think, probably, because imagine, like, seeing the families of the victims who died in the attack, like, posting on, like, Twitter and shit, like, images, or seeing images from it, you know, minutes after it happened. Like, yeah, there's no fucking way. The government who did it would be ousted within the week.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't think most industrialized countries would stand for it. Probably. Maybe that's optimistic. I don't know.
yeah, I think that is a bit optimistic. I don't think.
I guess it depends probably on the circumstances.
Yeah, it would hardcore depend on the
general opinion I have.
circumstances.
At least there would be much more outcry towards it.
Yes,
you know?
yes, absolutely, yes.
I mean, just look at like even 30 years later with Vietnam, how much protest there was. And obviously, like, I guess you can get to the argument that Vietnam was a much less, like, necessary war
It was
from a lot of people's perspective.
against the Gooks, so it was okay, bro.
But I'm just saying that, like, I still think that even though on its own it seems to be less, I love his polygons.
I just farted, and I hope you hear it on the Audacity recording.
I hope I do as well. This is the final boss for
Okay.
Sonic.
This
by
is
the way.
actually a pretty cool design for a last boss.
Yes, I like it.
Anyway.
Anyway, I think that
Back to the important discussion.
I think the bombs dropping was part of the reason that there became like more of an anti-war counterculture by the time the U.S. was involved in the next major war. I think that's part
I
of
think
it.
so.
I do think so, yeah.
All right.
I don't think it's the sole contributing factor, but obviously, but I think that's part of it.
War is good. I like war. I am the most war pro person there is on the face of the earth. And
That Bill Hicks joke where he's like, yeah, I had the unenviable position of being for the war but against the troops.
I mean, all war is just a way to kill civilians, right? That's all it really boils down to, right? So, in a way,
That's definitely part of it. I don't think that's all it boils down to, though. I think nowadays it boils down more to making a lot of people a lot of money more than anything else.
well, yeah. You're fucking right.
I mean, if you've read 1984 and you've played Metal Gear Solid 4, you get the two most enlightened works of fiction.
Yeah.
I mean, but for real, I have issues with I'm a Metal Gear fan and I have issues with 4 in general,
Okay.
but like
The only one I've
played is
Sorry. No, I was just gonna say
what you're
the only one I've played is 5, so I won't know what you're talking about unless you explain it.
the whole setup of 4 is that the military industrial complex and like the technology has advanced so far where like all war is fought by like private military companies that like make all this money, and
Wow.
no country fights like its own wars anymore, because why would they when they could just make more money by paying people to do it and then selling them the weapons that they make and shit like
Wow,
that. So,
it's almost as if. That's where I'm gonna end. It's almost
Yeah.
as if.
so and then I'm assuming you've read 1984, but knowing you may not have, since you're not a reader.
Well, that's not an.
Have you read 1984?
I have. It was. Actually, I don't know if I have. I think I have.
Just the
I want
whole-
to say that I have. The
like,
whole Orwellian
There's a lot
thing.
of haunting. There's a lot of haunting scenes in that book, but one of the most is like when they've been at war with Eurasia or whatever, and then all of a sudden they're at war with East Asia. So then they change all of the propaganda. They just switch out the names, and then they change history, like the history books and shit, to that they've always been at war with East Asia instead of
I thought-
Eurasia, and they just change it back and forth.
I thought
Because being at war is just part of the society and the economy of the. Really?
Wow, you suck.
Yeah, he suicide bombs you, and I almost normally never die to it, but here we are.
So I thought 1984 was the thing where like you aren't allowed to like pick your own lover, and then the guy like says fuck that, and then he and the girl are like dating and shit.
I mean, that's part of
Okay,
it.
yeah. So
He does get involved with it. He does get involved with
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And then they get like tortured and
yeah,
um,
their worst
they're forced
fear.
to like rat each
Yeah.
other. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
part of
yeah,
it.
yeah. Okay, so I have read it.
That's like the crux of the main plot, but that's not the. Obviously, you know, a bunch of the stuff from the book has permeated culture. You know, stuff like groupthink and
Yeah.
shit like that, as terms and concepts obviously come from the book.
Yes.
Groupthink, double speak,
Devil speak.
just new speak in general. When you say one thing, but obviously mean another, but like, you know, you can't
Yeah.
say it. I would reread the book. I've been meaning to reread it.
I
It's a good
will
read.
probably do that. I've been meaning to reread Fahrenheit 451 as well, which I think tackles a lot of the same issues that 1984 does.
It has some similar
Yeah.
issues. Yeah, I like Fahrenheit 451 well
Ray
enough.
Bradbury is God.
It's got it's there's a lot of things that are interesting about it conceptually, but I'm just not a huge fan of the book in general. But it's
Fuck
good.
you. I
mean,
hate
it's
you.
good. I like it.
I love Fahrenheit 451. I need to read it. Reread it. Maybe I will redo 1984 as well. I probably
Yeah,
will.
they're both pretty short.
Once I have a copy of it, unless I can just read it online, is that possible?
Sure. I mean,
Sure.
probably get it on Kindle for like $1
Yeah, fuck
or
that.
something. Worst case scenario. Go to the library.
Fuck. Yeah, okay. My
Use your
library is actually
reading.
trash.
1984 isn't hard when you have a library card.
Well, first of all, I lost my library card. And second of all, my library is absolute dog shit. There's like
Yeah.
no politics section. I wanted to go in and grab The Conquest of Bread the other day, and there was just like no section. There's like a teen section
Did you-
that has like
Did you ask somebody if they had it?
there's like a computer that
Oh, okay.
where you can look up if they have the book. So yeah. Yeah, there's like a teen section that has manga and young adult fiction. And then there's like a non-fiction, fiction, mystery section, which is full of garbage.
Understandable.
Yeah. So maybe the area I'm moving to will have a better library. I like the animation for that mouth movement we just got there. It
Yes.
was beautiful.
Okay, so every character you have to watch the full credits.
Are you sure?
Which
You're sure?
I don't want to do
Okay.
on recording, because why the fuck would we do that? So next time.
Wait, is there like a thing at the end?
There's like a single image. It does not matter. No,
Oh, okay.
there's nothing to miss.
Oh, okay.
So
Well, fuck off. We
so next time
owe
we-
you
we
nothing.
play as Tails.
We owe you fucking nothing. You don't get the picture. Fuck off.
That's right. That's right.